All right, everybody, welcome into the Rancho. We're in the laundry room slash pantry, and one of the things that we don't have in abundance here on the Rancho is space. And it's one of the reasons that I bought the LG combination washer and dryer 3 years ago, and I thought I would do a little 3-year review now. As I've also often said on YouTube, when people buy products, they'll rush out and do a first day review, unboxing and first day review, and then maybe a 1 week or a 2 week review. We've already done a 2-year review on this product, and today I'm going to do a 3-year review on it, because if you're going to have problems and complications, they're going to start showing up now on the unit. So it's more useful to see how it lasts over the long run. This is not a cheap unit. I think I paid $1,200 or $1,300 for this unit 3 years ago. So I've got to make sure that it holds up. It's the LG, the all-in-one washer dryer combo. Now, some features this has, just in the way of warranty, the actual motor itself is a direct drive motor, which means there's no belt in the back of it connecting a motor to the spinning drum. It's a direct drive with probably a geared drive in there, probably metal. So we don't have to replace belts, or belts loosen up and it starts to squeal and we have to maintain tension. We don't have to do anything. This drum is protected this direct drive is protected another 7 years on here. So it's really nice to have that direct drive feature. Now, the other beautiful thing about this is, of course, you put your clothes in, you select your cycle. We have a speed wash, a cotton quick, a sanitary, which of course is going to use really hot water. The bulky large cotton normal, which we use a lot. They have a permanent press, a delicates, a hand wash wool, and then a rinse and spin. And over here on the side, you can add additional features to your load before you start. If you want to put extra water, because this thing is great on water, and in California we need products that use very little water. So it's incredible the little amount of water that this washing machine uses, and yet turns out really clean clothes. You can also, it has a stain cycle where it takes a little more time, I think, to do some pre-wash. It has an extra rinse. You can give a little extra thorough rinse on it. And it also has a good pre-wash here, where you can give everything a good pre-spin. And it has a drum light that goes on and off too. So it's really nice to know you can add those additional, you can customize your wash. You can also add things like whether you want cold wash, cold rinse, or all the way up to extra hot and cold. You can set your time variable for how much time you want in the dryer. So before I turn it over to Jen, who's going to talk about using it, her thoughts on a day-to-day basis, I absolutely love it. Now, they also include this hanging tag that's on the front of it, and you can keep it on the side. And once in a while, you'll get a message come up on the board over here. Jen, you can bring it in close here. Okay. This is actually a LED, digital sort of LED readout here. And once in a while you'll get a message, an error code, like IE, which means there's a water inlet problem. UE, unbalanced load. And the one we get, OE, which is a drain failure, because down here in this little door, once in a while, every few months or so, you should drain the water out of this system, because there's always a little bit left. And then remove the filter here and clean it out, and you will see a lot of stuff on there. So if I was rating this is a solid 10 out of 10, because when you put your laundry in, you can walk away, and 3 hours later you come out, you come back in, it sings you a little chime when it's done, doo-doo-doo, and you know it's done. You can come over and pull it out. It'll also spin every a couple minutes or so. If you don't get to it in time, it'll keep fluffing your clothes so they won't lay there wrinkled, which I love. And the stuff is always clean. Your clothes are always clean. And the best part of all, they're not crispy dry when they come out, but within maybe 30 seconds to a minute when you pull it out, it hits the air and the last bit of moisture disappears. So I'm going to switch it off with Jen now, my partner, because she does a lot of the videos. She does a lot of the laundry here, her own, and also we have dog blankets and other things. So, Jen, in a minute or so, you've been here almost 2 years now using the machine. So, what do you think about? What's your honest opinion about having an all-in-one? Because we theoretically could have a washer dryer here stacked on top of each other, but what do you think about, what are your thoughts on the LG all-in-one after almost 2 years?
I really like the putting everything in, setting it, and walking away, coming back later, and it's all done.
And how clean do the, what do you think about the effectiveness of the clean?
I wash Mandy's blankets that she sleeps on.
Mm-hmm. That's our dog. We have two dogs here on the rancho.
Once a week, and she has problems with the leaky bladder, so I do usually the speed wash, just a 20-minute quick wash, and then cycle it to the normal dry, and the blanket comes out super clean, and really,
within
really
are you impressed with how dry once you pull it out? There's a little bit of residual moisture. You pull it out and really quickly. How about the cleanliness aspect of how clean the clothes come out? Were you shocked when you first moved out? Because one of the big features in California is we're always very compromised or struggling for to have enough water. And were you shocked at how little bit of water this unit used?
The water usage is just so small. It's just amazing. You don't see, like when back in the days I used to see, like you see the water sloshing in here. See the water sloshing in here?
Yeah, you don't see.
You don't see no water.
You don't see high water in there. You might see just a little bit on the bottom down there. And it took me a while to get used to having the confidence to believe that clothes could actually get clean with that tiny little bit of H2O.
I remember the first time I washed and I looked in there and I'm like, there's no water in there. How is it even going to wash the clothes?
And then you kind of realize that it's sort of a contact thing with moving and the movement.
It injects the water directly into the clothing and moistens and wets the clothing enough to where it'll clean the clothing without having all this excessive water sloshing around in there.
So you're using like a couple gallons of water to do a complete wash, and this is where you fill.
This is really nice. You got the for the bleach here compartment, and you've got the compartment for the laundry detergent here.
You can use for a normal load, or you can use for a max load, and I don't think we've ever used that over there, but these two to put. But you'll see it's also designed for the high efficiency detergent. You can't just use any kind of laundry detergent, or it won't. You'll have too much sudsing and other things. So you want to make sure you use the HE detergent. So it's very convenient to fill and use. And the other nice thing too, we didn't have to worry about ducting. Although I have a duct built into the side of the wall here that I put in, you don't need any ducting to remove the heat when you're doing the drying. There's absolutely no ducting, so you just throw it in and go. And it just vents to the atmosphere, and it is wonderful. Any final thought? I mean, would you recommend to people this? This costs a little bit more than a combination, but are you impressed with this?
I definitely recommend this unit. I'm very impressed with it.
All right.
I've been using it now for pretty much almost 2 years, and yeah,
It's been
I
good.
give it 2 thumbs up, and yeah, a 9.8 out of 10.
Yeah, 9.8 out of 10. There's not much I could see to improve it. So that's our 3-year review here on the LG washer dryer combo. Probably one of the best investments I ever made in appliances here. Buy it one time and make sure it's really a great one. And it will last a long time. You can have a lot of false economy when it comes to appliances. You can think cheap is good, and then you find yourself having to replace them. So
you buy cheaper stuff, then you'll find, from personal experience, I can say that the equipment will be built with small plastic parts and stuff that will break every single year. You'll have to replace
and belts and all that. Get a direct drive unit.
So direct drive, spend a little bit more, and you'll be happy on the long run.
And if space is tight, this is the ideal way to go.
Yeah.
No outside venting needed. Tiny little footprint here. Quiet. You don't even hear it running. Has an alert when your laundry's done. It chimes a little bit, and if you don't come, every 10 minutes it just fluffs that, keeps moving around so it doesn't get wrinkled. Uses an incredibly small amount of water when it does the laundry, and just does a fantastic job. Thanks for watching the 3-year review for the LG combination washer dryer. I give it a 10 out of 10 stars. It has been an amazing unit, well conceived, well engineered, well executed, and we love it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Your comments and questions are welcome, and we hope that you enjoyed this review. Thanks, everyone.